We're back with part 2 of my conversation with Maurice Benard. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe to our channel. Can I ask you real quick about what I was going to say of your most recent episode with Donnell?
Yeah.
All right, so you talked about representation, and I'm going to flip it because you talked about the representation of African Americans and how GH is being more inclusive. So I want to get your take on disability representation in Hollywood, because I was really happy to see that General Hospital introduced an actress on the show who has CP. However, more often than not, many disabled characters are played by able-bodied actors. What can we do to change that?
Well,
for instance, Daniel Day-Lewis, he's brilliant. We both know that. That's an example of somebody who's in a role they don't have. He had CP, but any kind of disability, there's a lot of that. In my community, they talk about it a lot because there are actors out there. I don't know them personally, but I know them online that they have a disability and they say, hey, we're out here and we're trying to get, we try out for these roles, but we're not selected because sometimes for various reasons, maybe the director might think, oh, what happens if that person falls? Different kind of things. So
I understand.
What do you feel about? How do you feel about that?
Well, I think if there's actually a character that requires that, they should be hired 100%. And they should do it because it's amazing to me. It's mesmerizing to watch. But see, the only way I can help, and I've already, with State of Mind, I'm doing it, and I may use you and Maysoon for the month of.
Maysoon was in yes, she played the character that I'm referring to.
I think I could do that, right? But another thing, like I told you, the short film that I'm going to use Jessica, if it happens. I don't want to get anybody's hopes up, but that's a way to get attention because I will get a lot of attention on it. And it's not a role like just this is her and I.
It's not an extra. It's not an extra.
No, this will be the majority of the end of the end of the movie, just her and I talking.
That's beautiful.
So if that doesn't get attention,
you don't know what will. Exactly. Because, so yeah, I mean, the fact that you're saying, hey, you want to see more representation, disability representation, ethnic representation. And for you, you're Hispanic. So when you started, almost 30 years ago, even longer in the business, weren't you like one of the only Hispanic actors going out for roles?
Yeah, it was terrible. And that's why I had to change my name to Maurice Benard. And it was Mauricio Morales.
Okay.
And because I thought now it would be opposite. I'd change it to Mauricio Morales.
Now it would be in. Yeah, because my last name is Luongo. Luongo, nobody can, I can produce it better now because there's a hockey player with the same name, no relation. But so I was thinking about that. I said, there's no way it had to have been tough for you. Were you turned down for some roles?
Yeah, there just wasn't a lot of roles for Hispanics. But then I got Desi, and that was a lot. Every Hispanic auditioned for it.
Right.
In LA, New York, Chicago. So, but even now, nobody knows I'm Hispanic.
I thought you were Italian when you first came on screen because I'm Italian, and you look like people who look like me and my family.
And I'm 100% Hispanic. Mm-hmm. Nobody knows. I'm never up for anything, and as far as awards and things, or invited to anything Hispanic.
Even now?
Even now.
Sorry.
Because, because I've been playing Sonny, and Sonny's not Italian. So, but I've played him Italian.
You have, because he can cook. So, Yeah,
I play him Italian, and because he's half Cuban, half Greek.
Right.
But people think I'm Italian, and now I'm doing another role next month, another Italian. So I guess but I'm proud to be Spanish. I love it.
Of course you are. You should be.
Yeah, I'm into it. But
is it half El Salvadoran and
Nicaragua?
Yeah.
So anyway, and I speak Spanish and the whole thing, but
I do
that's all
too,
right.
but I used to compete in Spanish competitions. I can't speak it now, but yeah, I competed in a play in high school, El Crimen No Paga. I competed in impromptu speaking in Spanish. Yeah,
Wow,
that was fun.
that's cool.
I don't want to keep you here. So can I was going to play a lightning round with you. If you want to do that, some fun questions and
Yeah, whatever.
and the Alzheimer's thing. And I promise I will get you out of here.
Yeah.
Max scale. There's something called the Alzheimer's shuffle. Have you heard of it? Like when somebody has Alzheimer's and they get into the middle or like later stages, because it's a brain disease, so everything stops functioning. When they walk, Maurice, they shuffle their feet. They don't pick up their feet. And
Wow.
Max Scale was doing it all. I'm like, how the heck? I mean, I know you guys study. I don't mean to take that away, but
Max.
I believe that he had Alzheimer's, is what I'm telling you. And I know
Yeah.
over here he doesn't. He doesn't.
He even acted when he was breathing.
That's what I heard you guys talk about in like interviews, because there is that what is it, like a raspy, you know what I'm talking about.
I don't know what he just, yeah. So for me, it just made, plus he looks like my dad. So everything was just real. It was like we were just living this story as real. It was real, not acting.
Right. How did that affect your mental health though? Because
you know, I've been early on in my career, I took things more seriously as far as the method of how I, you know, did my stuff. And it probably would have affected me a lot back then. But now I've learned I do it. I stop the scene, go talk to somebody in the crew, you know, do whatever I need to do. But this one, you know, it was tough because
sure,
even between scenes, I was crying. It wasn't like, let me just turn it on and cry. It was like all the time crying.
Right. Wasn't Max only supposed to be on for like 2 months, and then he was on for like a year or something like that?
I think 2 years.
Or yeah. It was incredible. And there were some times when I could not watch it the day that it aired. I had to say, all right, are you ready to get some tissues? And like, but you guys were all phenomenal. And both of you won an Emmy for that storyline, correct?
Yeah, he won, I won, Renee won for that story. And then this year, we'll see what happens. But
can he come back as like Mike's twin brother or something?
Well, you know, that was discussed, and I said to Max, I said, would you want to come back? Because otherwise, you kind of do it and you end it, and that's the reality of it. If you come back, it kind of cheeses it up a bit.
Yeah.
And he's so great, and just ended it on that note. You were supposed to be here 2 months. You're here 2 years. Yeah. What more do you want? And he'll probably win another Emmy. So what more do you want?
He seems like a very compassionate man, Max Gale.
Oh yeah, he's great. He's just, his acting is unreal.
Yes. So are you ready for some quick lightning questions that I think you'll have fun with these? Yeah. All right. Muhammad Ali or Sugar Ray Leonard?
Muhammad Ali.
All right. If you could trade places with one athlete, who would it be?
Muhammad Ali.
Got to give me somebody else. No, I'm teasing. You can say whoever you
living?
Want. No, anybody. No, I'm just teasing you.
All right.
Okay. Purple Rain or Little Red Corvette?
Purple Rain.
All right. What's the last show you binge watched?
90 Day Fiance.
I've heard you say that before. I've never seen it.
Or The Bachelor.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I can't believe that show's still on. But
I watch all that trashy stuff.
Oh, that's funny.
Here's what I watch. I watch trashy stuff and criminal stuff like Dateline and
right. Like do you watch like Law and Order, like that kind of stuff?
No, I don't watch. I watch. It has to be real.
Oh, okay. Like when they do exposés and they
like
do
48 hours,
right.
another 48 hours, Dateline, 2020 when it's, you know.
Yeah. I got just a couple more, Maurice. What's the favorite song that you listen to when you need a shot of positivity? Yeah, like I know you love music, so do you have like a playlist? Like when you need to, okay, let's get out of my head and let's feel better today. What do you play?
Uh, I like Counting Crows.
Oh my God, I used to listen to the debut album like way back, like all the time. Because I was like in high school, I think at that time.
I love all that, Mr. Jones and
Oh my gosh, yeah.
yeah,
Me too. All right, you ready for one last one?
yeah.
All right. If a movie was made about your life, what would the title be and who would play the lead?
Um, the title would be Never Look Back.
Nice.
And and I would want my son to play it, but he's just young. If he got older, he would be the only one that I think could do it.
Joshua.
Yeah, he could do it, but not now. But like if he got to be 20 and then have somebody else play 4,
Like
that kind of,
do an age progression thing? Yeah. What if
yeah.
who would play like you at the age that you are now?
Oh man. There's not and I don't mean this but there's not a lot of actors that kind of resemble me out there, is there? It's a lot of like.
Well, what I like to say about you is there's nothing general about Maurice Benard, so that
But
goes.
if I like Andy Garcia,
Oh, that's a good one.
Right?
That's
Like
a
Andy
good one.
Garcia. Yeah. But he would be like 60 in his
He's older. Okay.
but he could play younger maybe. But that's the only.
You know who would be great, but he's too old. Hector Elizondo.
Oh, Hector, he's but he's not
But
alive, is
he?
he? Oh, he is? Damn.
All right, bonus question. Is Maurice Benard an extrovert or an introvert?
I think I used to be an introvert and I become an extrovert.
Really? By choice or?
Because I don't think an introvert for someone like me is healthy.
For mental health wise or for your acting?
Mental health and just as a person. I think being an introvert is when I was an introvert, I had a lot of ugliness going on inside of me. And now that I'm an extrovert, there's a big difference in me now where now I'm laughing more. I'm joking.
You seem very happy because, I can tell when you come on, not on the show, when you do your state of minds or like Instagram, I look at your eyes and I go, yeah, Maurice is not feeling well today.
Yeah. And you know what? When I went through that 4-month period, I was still doing state of mind in the car and I was messed up. But I felt like I didn't want to let anybody down. So I kept doing it. There's only one time that I just could not even talk.
2 years, you only missed one in 2 years.
Just one. That's it.
That's incredible.
Yeah. And all the stuff that I went through too during it. So, but you're right. You could, I do this thing called cameos, right?
You did one for me. And I knew looking at it that
I wasn't there, man.
And you said in it, I'm going through hell right now. And you said.
I did. This is no lie. I'm not bragging. I'm just telling you what happened. I did during the Mother's Day, I did 500 cameos in 1 week. I was in 1 week from Sunday to Sunday. And I was majorly anxiety ridden. And I don't know how I did it, man. I gotta, one thing about me, no matter what I'm going through, manic episode, anxiety, depression, I can still do what needs to be done. And if I didn't have that, I wouldn't be here. I really wouldn't be here. If I didn't have that, I wouldn't be here. Well, I wouldn't be talking to you because my career would be because I wouldn't be able to act.
Yeah, you wouldn't be able
Right?
to. It's a pressure industry. You have to be able to perform.
No matter what. Now, during those 500 that I did, I would be falling asleep. Hi, I'm Maurice Benard. And then I'd wake up, do it again. But I did it. And my wife would say, honey, do you want me to tell them that you can't? No, I got it. And I do it. And I did it. But you could tell that I was really messed up. But see but that's all right, man. We have to know.
We have to talk about it.
Yeah, well, no matter what we go through, we can get out of it, even when you're at the lowest. And I've been there 3 times at least, to the point of the lowest of the lowest, where you like, I can't go on. I really can't. You will go on. And I don't know if it takes a month, 2 months, a year. I don't know how long it takes. Yes, it's painful, but you will go on. And the beauty is, you will be better because of it. Because you can say to yourself,
I did it.
Right.
Yep.
So, I mean, it's like, I feel that's the way I'm feeling now. I'm like, okay, what can kill me? Nothing.
I cannot thank you enough for speaking to me today. Do you have any parting words for people who are watching and saying, it's a pandemic, especially the CP community, Maurice? They feel like nobody's listening to them. Nobody's hearing.
Yeah. What's funny? I don't know what it is I looked up. There was not a lot said or talked about. And I thought,
that's why, yeah, exactly. Especially if you're an adult, if you're an adult, forget it. You forget it.
Yeah, I kind of looked up and I was like, there were a couple things there, and that was, yeah, I get the feeling. Look, first of all, thank you for having me. You're a pleasure, and you're just a great spirit, and you're great interview. The whole thing, you're just perfect. And if I can do anything, and I'm glad you're calling it CP, because I don't know how to pronounce it sometimes, and I get in trouble. But if I can do, if I can do anything to especially for this month, but I'll continue to do it too.
Well, everybody, now you can see why I love Maurice and why it's an honor to have him on here today. So please follow him on State of Mind. His site, his YouTube channel is going to be coming across the screen. If you want to know more about the Cerebral Palsy Conference, just go to our website and you can learn more. And please, if you like what you saw here today with Maurice, click subscribe so that you'll get notified whenever there's a new episode. Maurice, this was the honor of my lifetime. Thank you very much.
This was fun and great. Thank you.
You're welcome. It was a pleasure.